Okay. Why does it look so blown out? I was just crying because I was just talking to Spirit and I said, I love you, you're my best friend. I started crying. Oh, I'll cry over anything. Spirit says that crying is a way that your body can resonate with something. So crying doesn't always have to be just because you're sad or upset. It can be because you're happy. It can be because your body says yes. And what's happening here? Oh. So I cry for my body's response to things to tell me that it resonates is to cry. Sensitize. I have a thing about my pony being even, so don't judge me. Okay. I did it. Hello, collective. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel, to our channel. Excuse me. I am here with my spirit guides, the Guild of the Golden Triangle. I was just talking about being sensitive, and Spirit said sensitize. I'm being sensitized. Yes, I know. We'll get to that. So we have a satanic, sinister nightmare on our hands here. Spirit says Ashley a lot. They say Ashley and Brittany a lot. I'm going to do the next one on Brittany. They usually come closely after each other. So that'll be the next one. But this one is Nightmare Ashley Sinister. And I was like, okay, I'll do it. I was like, I don't want to put things that are like so negative, but that's what we do here. Not negative things, but we shed light on things that are done in the dark. Hey, Boyer! Hey, thanks for being here. Blessings to you. Yes, we shine here in spiritual court. These are for things that people do that aren't seen by the public, that are done in the dark. So this is why we pull more sinister things, because people do things that people think aren't gonna know about. But God's like, hello, did you forget about me up here? I see everything. I created you. I created that magic you're using. It's all a test, to test your. It's all a test. Well, Spirit says it's 50-50. It's a test, and it's also supposed to be fun. You're supposed to be manifesting the right way, not manipulating. So I'm Patience. I'm your psychic medium intuitive here, host of Spirit News on Spotify, where we teach you about your non-physicalness. And here on TikTok, we do psychic development. On YouTube, we do psychic development. Oh, I have that drunk feeling in my mouth, that taste. I don't drink. I'm allergic to alcohol. But when I know the smell on people's breath when they're drinking, and I can smell and taste that in my mind. So I know this person must be drinking or something like that. I'm going to put a little note right here. Okay, so we have some book excerpts and we have a song. So let me play the song. Oh, I also feel kind of feel out of it. It's not me though, it's this person. So let's see. Spirit just said envy, so they probably have some envy going on. So the song is On My Mama by Victoria Monet, who I've been loving lately. She's fantastical. I love her. We have mentioned her on Spirit News a couple times. She's great. So I'll play a little. Okay. So when they say she get it from her mama, I'ma say you got it right. Body rude, it's unpolite. Done being the humble type. Tell me, is you down? 'Cause I'm trying to go up tonight. Hoes and hoochies left and right. I'm trying to go up tonight. So she's done being the humble type. Tell me, is you down? 'Cause I'm trying to go up tonight. I just want to live in a fantasy. I think we deserve it, right? Top all the memories I've ever made in my life. Permanent ecstasy. Ladies and pimps tonight. Living inside a dream. Let's lay where the lovers lie. I put that on my own mama, on my hood. I look fly, I look good. You can't touch my bag, wish you could. I look fly, I look too good. Touch my swag, swag, wish you could. I look fly. I'm so deep in my bag like a grandma with a peppermint. They say, ooh, she smell good. That's just because I'm heaven sent. Sex game so stupid, snapping like a toothpick. Man, to tell you the truth, your opinion is irrelevant. I know you think I'm fine, might be too fine to hit it from behind. Reflection in the mirror, don't decline. I can't even lie. I put that on my mom, I put that on my hood. I look fly, I look good. So the vibe of this is, Spirit said envy right before I looked at the song. This person says they're living in a dream world. Living inside a dream. Permanent ecstasy. I'm done being humble. Body rude, it's unpolite. I'm done being humble. So someone who's tired of being nice, maybe they thought they had an opportunity to live in a fantasy. I think we deserve it, right? They wanted to take advantage of some kind of opportunity that could possibly involve ecstasy and pimps. They were living in a dream, in their own self-made reality, where lovers lie. This person could possibly be a mother. It kind of reminds me of she said pimps and hoes. Where is it? Hoes and hoochies left and right. And then she says pimps down here. So something about pimps and hoes. Maybe this person is maybe she's part of like a brothel or something. We've been getting that a lot. She could potentially be part of a brothel. Ooh, she smell good. She got peppermints. Or a sex game so stupid, snapping like a toothpick. Man, to tell you the truth, your opinions. Yeah, I think this is going to be about a brothel. She could potentially be a worker or something like that. Or maybe she's the pimp. Or pimp. I'll write it down. Okay. So that's the song. Let's look at Spirit. You with me? Put you over here. Let's look at the Bible. Apparition. This person's a ghost of them former selves. Okay, so I opened it to Isaiah 40, Power of God and Vanity of Idols. Verse 12. Amanda? You know, the Spirit's been saying Amanda too. They just said Amanda today and yesterday. I can't keep up. Power of God and the Vanity of Idols. It says, who has measured with his palm the waters, marked off the heavens with a span, held in his fingers the dust of the earth? Weighed the mountains in scales and the hills in balance. God. Who has directed the Spirit of the Lord, or instructed him as his counselor? Whom did he consult to gain knowledge? Who taught him the path of judgment, or showed him the way of understanding? God. See the nations count as a drop in the bucket, as a wisp of cloud on the scales. The coastlands weigh no more than a speck. Lebanon would not suffice for fuel, nor its animals be enough for burnt offerings. So this person's doing animal sacrifices, trying to pray to God, but God doesn't take animal sacrifices. He doesn't require that you take any life to pray to him. See the nations count as a drop, yes. Before him all the nations are as naught, as nothing and void, he counts them. Answer. To whom can you liken God? With what likeness can you confront him? An idol? An artisan casts it, with smith plates it, with gold fits it, with silver chains? Is mulberry wood the offering? A skilled artisan picks out a wood that will not rot, seeks to set up for himself an idol that will not totter. So someone who's maybe has an altar to a false god. Do you not know? But they must think it is God, because do you not know? Have you not heard? What wasn't not told you from the beginning? Have you not understood from the founding of the earth? The one who is enthroned above the vault of the earth, its inhabitants like grasshoppers, who stretches out the heavens like a veil and spread them out like a tent to dwell in, who brings princes to naught and makes the rulers of the earth as nothing. Scarcely are they planted, scarcely sown.
Disjuncture.
Scarcely their stem rooted in the earth, when he breathes upon them and they wither, and the storm wind carries them away like straw. Yeah, this person has an altar. I think confirmation. I think they think they're altars to God, but they're pride. This person's pride and ego won't let them take the altar down.
Pencil.
Altar. And they have
Find it.
They're praying to false gods that they think are. This person's praying to a false god that they think is God, and they're doing animal sacrifices. God doesn't require you to do that. He doesn't want you to kill anything. He doesn't want you to do anything like that. And he says this person may be following the Bible verbatim, but we have to remember that this is 2024, and we have other ways to sacrifice for him. We can do fasting. We can go to the gym. We can, there's like other things to sacrifice, not like literal living things. And then Spirit wanted me to look in the light from an uncommon star, and I just opened it randomly to, where's my placeholder? I opened it randomly to How to Survive an Interstellar War. It says, I read a little bit, but I haven't read it. More warships, more shouting, don't think you're special. More fighting, more war, as if people's very souls were falling away into disrepair. You're not special. So this is being facetious. This is how this person is viewing someone. Another planet set on fire. This has happened before, over and over. Leaders drawing new plans, finding new scapegoats. A civilization coming to an end of its life. So don't think you're special. You are a digit trying to dodge statistics. And while you're still insignificant, leave now. Find a planet with compatible biology, with no space technology, so you can be left alone. Look harder. You don't need pretty. You don't need powerful. You need ordinary and far, far away. Study more, and then you smile. Yes? Never say you're escaping. You just want to try something new. Never mention politics. Say you were in the military as scientists. So of course you're loyal. Say it's just business. It's simply business. Tell them you enjoyed your service. Talk to the bank. Present a business plan. Tell them about the gamma ray burst. So this person's pretending like nothing's wrong. Just study and pretend to be this way and smile and be ordinary. They're pretending to be something so they're left alone, but something's wrong with their biology. They're trying to leave. They're trying to leave while they're still insignificant, so they can dodge the statistic of being a digit, because the end of their life is coming to their civilization, and their new scapegoat is drawing plans and getting leaders over and over. And this has happened before. This person's done this before. This person's done something where they may have pretended to be something they're not at a level 5 gamma ray burst because of greed, because of get rich quick and easy ways, being greedy. Let them find where honesty is in investments and say return. Head over reduced means family says you're working to show profit. You say that there's a Stargate, but you need a tourist with burst hits. So this person needs somebody who's a tourist who just doesn't know a lot about what they're doing, because they're a level 5 gamma ray burst and they're calculating something about a bank and a business. They may have gone to the bank with a false business plan for a loan or something. They may have said they were a scientist in the military.
Probably.
Spirit says probably. They said they were a scientist in the military there for politics, but they're lying. They're not even in the military or a scientist or in politics, and they've done this before. They're a con artist. They're some kind of brothel con artist or something. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. Excuse me. Did not see that coming. Let me just move it. Okay, so we have a brothel. We have someone who's, I don't know if they're a pimp or a hoe. I don't know yet. Let's see. Let's do their present. Let's do their present situation. I've been liking the layout so I can kind of direct the flow of information a little better to build a story. My cards are getting easier to shuffle too. I just have to get used to them, I guess. They have to get a little worn in. All right. Thank you so much, Spirit, for being here with us. Negotiate. They're negotiating something. Or they were negotiating something with a bank because they were pretending to be a scientist from the military. No kidding. Doing strange things in the dark, in the forest. Creating webs of lies with 3 people. The power of 3. Under the moonlight. So that's the present position. So right now, as we speak, they're trying to do magic. Pride. Spirit said pride earlier. This person is prideful. They can't admit that the magic's not working, or that it's just, magic is never a good way to get anything. Okay? It just takes from you. It just takes from you. It takes your vital force. It takes your energy. Doing magic might be good for the moment, but in the long term, it's energy manipulation, and you can't go against people's will. You just can't do it. And people who are doing magic that's exactly what they're doing, because they're not telling anybody and they're doing it for their own personal gain. So they could be potentially doing this to a bank, to a bank, to military personnel, to
grabs,
mail, scientists or something like that. Or they're doing it to the bank so they can cause chaos at the bank so the bank doesn't realize that they're not who they say they are. Because they're con artists. I don't know why they're doing it yet. I'm sure it's for money or something, just going to throw it out there. Position 2 is the influence. What are the challenging influences? Yeah, they want something. They want something that they haven't gotten yet, but they have their eyes set on it. Something that's heaven sent, something made by God, because the lightning bolt's touching the prism, the light prism, and their hand is all gray and weird.
5 spirits.
So they've gotten a little bit of whatever it is that they are doing. They've gotten a little bit, and now they want the whole thing. And this lightning bolt's going right around them and hitting this. So I know that it's heaven sent, whatever they're getting. And they're trying to do it through magic. Okay. Something heaven sent. I don't know. Could be money, could be art, could be a person. I don't know yet. 3. Past issues, the basis of the situation. Baths. This person is pretending to be holy, or they started out as holy. They may have started out being into God and stuff, but something happened to them. Those hands look really funny, right? Don't the hands look funny? Like one is like a normal hand and the other one's like a clubbed hand. So this person had something unhealed in them. Something they projected out into the world was different than what they actually were. There's some like dark egg or something, some dark teardrop. But they project out. They might have some kind of, I'm just gonna say it for the data, some kind of energy attachment. That's why their hands look all weird, because they have this energy attachment telling them to pretend to be holy or whatever. So what they're projecting out is this is yellow, so it's the solar plexus. So like they have willpower, like they're strong, like they're a go-getter, things like that. This is the basis of the situation. So the basis of the situation is trying to upkeep this facade that they've made for everybody, this lie of a life that they've made, that they've been projecting out, because they're not really like that. Immediate past, what's behind you? They stamped out something. They've blocked something out for themselves. They've taken a chunk of their soul out against nature. They did something against nature. Maybe that's why they're a sinister nightmare. They did something in the dark. This person plays with magic, so God knows what those entities have you do. And they laugh at you while you do it. That's what they do. They'll laugh at you. They'll be like, yeah, go hop on 1 foot outside and cut your face and wipe the blood on a child. Cemeteries. Something about cemeteries. But I'm just making something up because that's what those evil entities do, and they like it. They think it's funny. It's not that what you're doing actually does anything. They just want to see how far you'll go because you believe what they say. If you believe what they say, then that shows me you have no discernment. If you have no discernment, that shows me that you have unhealed wounds. because you get discernment when you clear your field. Spring, this is going to be position 5. Thoughts regarding the situation. This person has delusions. That's why the dream was like in a dream world. See how the tree has no color? And we have yellow again. This person thinks that by planting some seed that they have with magic that they're going to get what they want, but they're not. I think they're just so far gone with magic. This entity they have won't let them see anything else, but they keep telling people, no, it's okay. This is normal. Everything's normal. Yeah, the sky's burning. It's normal. Yeah, the planes are falling from the sky. It's normal, And why are people listening to this person? This person clearly is so far gone in their whatever they're doing at nighttime that there's like no turning back for them. So they think that they think this plan's gonna work, and it's just not. Interesting. I was seeing it before, and I'm seeing it right now. I keep seeing a woman in a car driving at night, like with the headlights on, but there's no lights anywhere else going forward. I don't know why that's relevant. Maybe they're driving to this forest. Oh, her energy is so low. No weapons formed against me shall prosper. Spirit, please put my golden bubble of love and light on. Make me impenetrable. Thank you. I'm not going to take my energy just because you don't got none. So they think that this plan's going to work. Something that they started in the springtime that this entity is probably telling them, yeah, remember that thing we did in the spring? Yeah, let's do that again. Okay, it's going to work this time. This entity swears to God that it's going to bring fruition, but it's not. Smoke. I can't make it up. This is what's about to happen next. There's going to be some kind of explosion or something where this person's going to see the smoke. This person's going to see smoke doing this, whatever they're doing. It's not going to work, but they can't stop themselves from doing it because of this entity attachment. You can kind of see a face in there. This person's just possessed or something. They're possessed. They don't have their own thoughts anymore. This could have been a year ago. This could have been something that happened a year ago, but just maybe now is starting to see the repercussions of it. Because this is what's happening in the near future. Yeah. So if this happened a year ago, this is happening in the near future. Something because it's harvest season for karmic cycles. They probably and there's a circle and a pyramid. So it's the end of a karmic cycle. That's why this person's going to see smoke for something they did a year ago, where they pretended to be some kind of military scientist to get some kind of bank loan or something for something. And they were using magic to trick the bank and whatever else they needed. Synchronicity. It's not by chance, honey, that everything's falling apart right now. It's not by chance. I think this is part of the near future. This person's probably like, why is this happening to me? Because they're probably losing everything because of what they did in the springtime. It was against nature. Probably some animal sacrifice action. And they've just been falling apart ever since because they were trying to get something to line up. They're trying to get something to line up maybe with the moon cycles or something, because I have 5. I have 5 balls here. I got a ball here. I have a gold ball on every single one and a moon on chaos. Lust. They're doing lust magic on the full moon. They're doing sex magic. It's something they have to do every full moon or something. Every new moon, every full moon, something like that to keep it going. Otherwise, the illusion stops working. What are the emotional concerns? What are this person's fears? That they'll be alone. That everyone will leave them and start rumors about them. The rose has a bunch of milk drops on it, and there's no stars around it, so they're afraid it'll get out. They're afraid it'll get out to their community, and everyone will know what they've been doing, and it's going to. It absolutely is going to. That they've been doing sex magic, that they've been lying, saying they're scientists from the military. They're like undercover or something, and they have to have a job to pretend to be part of normal society. It's all a lie. It's all a lie. And they've been doing sex magic to try to keep the lie going because they had some kind of end game. I don't know what yet. What's how are people going to see this person? This person's in a society or a coven or something that does underhanded things in the dark. 80. They play games. They play mind games. They're disloyal. They're disruptive. They're chaotic because they do magic. And that's what happens to your mind. It scrambles it like eggs after a while. This person must have been doing magic for a while, as I don't feel like they're that old. But I don't know. Take it where it resonates. So this person is fearing for everyone to know that they're in a secret society, and that's exactly what they're going to know, that they are in a secret society or something that has to do with magic and something secret that's done in the dark. And they do it for money is the main thing I see here. They do sex magic for money. Maybe that's why they're a prostitute. Yes, that's why they're a prostitute. Rotation. They have Johns in rotation. They have sex with just for sex magic. So they have a constant stream of people to have sex with to make their things come true. Oh my gosh, that's awful. They're like a black widow spinning a web of lies. That's why they became a hoe. No offense, I'm just stating what the song said. They probably are a pimp, or maybe they have a pimp. That's such a weird word, pimp. Yeah, let me go get my pimp. 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 P-I-M-P. What does this person what does this person want the outcome to be? If they had it their way, what would they want?
Cleanse.
I couldn't grab it. Spirit just said cleanse. This person's mad at you, collective. They think it's your fault. This is your fault this is happening. If you just be quiet, it wouldn't happen. This wouldn't have went this way if you just shut your mouth. This person has an energy attachment. This person's blaming other people for them doing magic. This ain't nobody's fault but your own. This is a synchronicity of exactly what you gave. It's reaping season. This is a cycle ending. That's what the thing with magic. You might not feel the repercussions of it in the moment, but it's confirmation, but it's coming. It'll always come. And it's here, baby. It is here. So they want to beat you up. They want to fight you. They want to know where you're at so they can scream at you and eat you up.
Many spirits.
Many spirits. The Blue Temple. This is the outcome. The Blue Temple. This person is under magic? Or they're going to be consumed by their magic. I think they were the leader, some kind of leader of some kind of secret society. This is the Blue Temple. Blue always symbolizes to me magic for spirit when I talk to spirit. I think this person's under their own magic. I think something they did went back to them or something, and they're under their own magic. I think they've been under their own magic since the springtime. Something last spring that they did has now been returned to them, and they're under their own magic. They're going to die by their own magic. They must have did some kind of death spell or something. And also with 5 other people or 4 other people, because one of these people's out of the blue. They're in a light blue, but the other ones are deep in the dark blue, and this is their leader. Interesting. Okay. Okie dokie. Well, let's see if we can get some more details. Okay. Spirit. This was randomly in here. Explain life to Earth. Explain life on Earth to aliens.
Fearful.
Aliens are scared because people are using black magic like it's normal. Aliens would be scared to come here. Like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? Why are you treating each other that way? Oh, money.
No.
Yeah.
Life.
Aliens are like, I would never do that. They respect life. All life. Buried in the garden. Oh, Jesus.
Hannah.
They could have possibly did an act against nature and hurt somebody and buried them in the garden. Whenever enchanted land is tapped for mana, its controller adds an additional 1 mana of any color. Some kind of enchantment. Oh, yeah. They're under an enchantment. They're under their own enchantment. Then it's permanent. When buried... Spirit said, try it. Try to undo it.
Topsy.
They're topsy-turvy right now. When buried in the garden enters the battlefield, exile target non-land permanent you don't control until buried in the garden leaves the battlefield. This person's just not them anymore. They might as well be buried in the garden because the magic they did bounced off of you, collective, or whoever they did the magic to, and it went back to them, and they're operating under an enchantment right now. They don't even know it. They don't even know they're under their own enchantment. Well, I mean, that makes them pretty good at magic, I guess. How to cast spells. How to cast spells. Spells have mana cost. In
6 spirits.
In the upper right corner, to cast spells, tap your lands for mana. The spell costs a total of 4 mana. Spirit said 6. So this person's paying the cost for casting spells. And this looks like a cycle, the way the arrows are going. They didn't know everything about magic, because if they did, they would have learned the other end of it, and they would have learned about cycles and karma and energy. They just started doing magic and thought they were like God or something. Unauthorized exit. So Proft has never been a by-the-book investigator. Oh, but even he never expected to find himself breaking a notorious assassin out of a maximum security Azorius holding cell. So an investigator could possibly... I think this person's about to be arrested, and this person may have talked the investigator out of keeping them in a holding cell when really they need maximum security because they are crazy. This investigator's by the book, and he never expected to find himself breaking this person. This person, I don't know if they...
The number 9.
Okay, so...
Movie.
So this person talked this investigator, because they're about to be arrested, out of holding them at a certain time or place when really they need maximum security, and they're notorious for being an assassin, a magical assassin.
Philip.
Wow. They talked themselves out of being held, and now they're on the run. They're on the run. They need a place to go. But, oh, come through, Spirit. But they can't escape because they have God observing them. They thought nobody was watching. Well, surprise. Still and solemn as the statues of her kind that decorated the Park Heights rooftop, she gazed in sorrow in the city below. Oh. Yeah, because God's disappointed. This person could have been something else, could have done so much other stuff, and they got so ensconced in their enchantments and their pride that they put themselves under their own enchantment and are operating in devil energy all the way. Bubble smuggler. By the time they noticed the missing vials, Klovax was 3 fathoms away. This person could have possibly stole something out of when they got... Oh, look, it matches my nails. Oh, I love it. They could have possibly stolen something from when they were arrested and being investigated. Or they smuggled something. They smuggled something out. By the time they noticed the missing vials, Klovax was 3. Yeah, that's what happened. They got arrested. They were not arrested, but they were being questioned by an investigator. And then they probably like, oh, I really have to go to the bathroom or something. And, it's probably just a local small police station. So, probably not a lot of people there. I could see it now. They see an open door, and it has a new case of drugs or something. I don't know.
Peace.
They take it, they smuggle it, and then they make an excuse why they can't stay and they need to reschedule or whatever. I can see it now. Spirit said needs. Rune brand juggler, a human shaman. Notice, guests of Hellbender may be exposed to occasional bursts of flame. Didn't I say there's going to be an explosion of smoke? This person's gonna take what they've stolen and try to do another freaking magic spell and they're going to blow up or something, or something's going to burst into flames, or they hired someone. They could have hired someone who's it's red, so maybe a root worker. They could have hired a root worker to do some kind of root work on you, collective, some kind of wannabe shaman who does that to people, which is so wrong. Some hellbender shaman, but something happened to them. They may have burst into flames, or maybe they're doing candle magic and something went wrong. Maybe because you have an angelic observer watching, and they're like, "Not on my watch." You know, it could be your ancestors, or your guardian angel. It could be all of them. Lamasu, absolving Lamasu. A suspected creature has menace and can't block. Spuriousness. What does spuriousness mean? Let me see what spurious means. I don't know what that means. Spurious. 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 Not being what it purports to be, false or fake. Yeah, this person was pretending to be some kind of super duper magical person to like a secret society or something, and they can't admit, because of their pride and their energy attachment, that they failed. So they keep on saying, no, it's not, no, there's not fire, no, there's not rain, no, everything's fine, so now they're in hiding because they realize how far they've gone. Ah, ah. Yeah, they're into hiding. They're hiding, or they're trying to absolve themselves. But so that was the thing in the beginning. They have an altar that has false idols on it at their home, at their house. And they're hiding there. But the thing is that their idols are not to God. And so they're praying to God at an altar that has false idols on it that they've been praying to, because they don't understand the thing that is attached to them will not let them understand that that's not God. So they're like confused. They really are confused because they're under their own enchantment. They're actually, metaphorically buried in the garden. The real version of them. They're like this. It's kind of sad. It's pretty sad, actually. That's why you don't mess with magic, and you just don't mess with it, because it's not worth it. It's never worth it in the end. There's no magic. The only magic that's awesome is the nature's magic, Spirits that agree. Magic was just created as a temptation of power and control for people who are unhealed. It's a test to see if you'll pass, to see if you'll choose to have that ability. But you can manifest just even easier once you heal your wounds. So it's a choice, it's a human experience. It's a choice, but it's not the choice that should be made. It really isn't, because it never works out in the end. Cliffgate, a partition between the hopeless living and the restless dead. Yeah, because when you do magic, you literally become evil dead. You just become a vessel. You're just used as a portal for lower energy attachments to come in and out as they please, to do crazy things like this. You have no control anymore. You've given your vessel away. Tempest heart, creature, elemental elk. Then exile this card. You may cast the creature later from exile. Yeah. God and the nature spirits are exiling this person. They're saying no to them because they're praying to them, but they're saying no because it was upside down. Because of all the fuck shit they've done. It's like, oh, now that hungrily, they're doing it and it's too late. It's like you already did all this stuff and you waited till the end of a cycle. You had until the cycle ended, which was very recently. I think it was in like January 24th or something. This person's drinking. They have no energy because they have no life force. They've given all their life force away because they're just a vessel. They've sold their soul, basically. They gave their soul away to magic. Piece by piece for money. You're about to throw the wildest party that's ever happened. How did it unfold? Yeah, this person probably threw a giant orgy or something because that's what they do. They need sex magic to do what they do. And they probably threw it under the guise of them being a government military scientist. Explain TikTok to someone who's never used it. But they were using magic in a really prideful way. They didn't understand the consequences. They didn't even think about it. Explain to someone how to potty train a dog. Yeah, this person was probably teaching other people how to do it. How'd you create a magic potion? I cannot make it up. I can't make it up. This person taught they had a party and invited a bunch of people over under the guise of some sex party, but really it was to cast spells, and they may have taught other people how to do it, at least 3 people, because they need a power of 3. Could have been a neighbor, could have been Christopher. Spirit said Christopher. Whoever they did, they needed 3 people because it. Correct. Okay, they used more than 3 people. They could have. They used the whole party, so they had more than the power of 3. Maybe that's what they wanted. Maybe they only had 3 to begin with, and they're like, "We need more power. Let's throw a sex party." Good idea. Tell your boss why you're late for work. Oh, I was up all night having orgies, casting spells. The usual. Oh my god, did I just catch this with my legs? I did! Oh, and then I dropped it. Tell the teacher your dog ate your homework. So this has been interfering with their actual work that they say is just a cover-up for their military job, which is a lie. They're actually prostitutes. What's that smell? Damn it, I should have said it. I felt it earlier. I should have said it for the data. Lesson learned. This person smells really bad. This person's got stinky breath. This person's got BO. They smell because they have no soul. There's nothing there. Describe living through 2020. So this person's been doing this for a while. Been doing this whole party sex thing to cast spells. That's probably why they started to become a sex worker, because they got paid they use Johns as people who don't even know what's happening, and they attach energy attachments to them on purpose so they can drain their power, so they can drain their energy. That's horrible and maniacal. That is just so selfish. So Lord knows how many energy attachments how many people she slept with. You got locked in your favorite store at night. What do you do? Have sex. Hey, want to have sex in the back? And they do more magic because they're addicted to sex and they're addicted to magic. Write a jingle for a shoe store. Yeah, they step on people like they're pawns. They just use them. You're like an object to them. You're just in the way. Tweet your biggest fear. That people find out how promiscuous this person is, that they're a sex worker, that they've been putting energy attachments on people to siphon their energy because they have no energy for their own, that they've been pretending to be this great worker, but really they're a succubus.
Disagree.
What's the weirdest dream you've ever had? What, their fear is something else? What's their... Oh, they've tweeted their biggest fear. They may have put something on social media talking about what they fear the most that is directly related to this fuckery. Uptight. What's the weirdest dream you've ever had? Don't tell me this is part of those people that go into your dream states. It's part of the magic thing. It's like Inception. They'll like... Spirit's calling them dream walkers. There's dream weavers. I'm a dream weaver. And then there's dream walker. Dream weavers help repair threads in the dream state, in the ethereal realm. For things like this that where people nightly, yeah, where it's like doing work at night. It's when dream walkers will disrupt people's dreams without permission and will alter them or pretend to be part of it so they can find out information about you. So when you wake, or they can plant information. So when you wake up, you know, some people who will never be attracted to the same sex will be attracted to the same sex, or people who never did drugs will all of a sudden be getting addictions, you know, things like that, things that can affect you subconsciously. And so sometimes you don't even know what's happening. You would never know in a million years that there's somebody doing it, but there's people who do it. There's like covens that do it.
Right foot.
They're called dream walkers. Spirit calls them dream walkers, and the ones that fix it, like me and others like me, are called dream weavers, where we're literally like going into a dream state, and we're repairing. We don't go in the dreams, but it's kind of like a web of... How to explain it? It's like a web, an ethereal 5D web that covers the earth. It's like a grid system. It lays up with the ley lines, but in the dream state, it can get tears in it, and that's how they get in. They make a tear, and then they go inside, and we're on the outside, you know, weaving it up or fixing whatever came out, things like that. So this person's one of those people that do that, probably because they joined some secret society that taught them how to do it. Ask your friend for a loan for your startup business. Yeah, this person lied to their friend saying there's some government agent and they need to borrow money, but really the money was for them. How did the picnic go wrong? Because people are starting to find out this person's a liar, and the cycle's ended, and now the magic has stopped working. Convince a stranger to join your cult. They recruit people to...
Wait and see.
They recruit people to join the cult with sex. They're a succubus. They're a lust demon. So, you know what? I've heard enough. I've heard enough. This person's got to go. Okay, let's break all their spells right now by calling them into judgment. Oracle number 36 of the High Divine Order. I call this person into judgment, into divine court for their atrocities against humans without even telling people. They steal, they lie, they cheat, they're lustful, they put energy attachments on people without their permission or even knowing. That is completely irresponsible. I call judgment. Okay. Love you. See you next one.